Hello everyone, I just wanted to jump on here and say thanks to each and every one of you guys for subscribing and commenting on my channel. Since Jeff posted that video, my notifications have been absolutely insane. So I've been doing my best to keep up with comments, but it's really kind of overwhelming. So if I missed you, just know I apologize, and I'll just do my best to answer all the comments. Um, I actually checked my video analytics, and since Jeff posted that video, my activity on my channel went up 1,625%, which is just crazy to me. When I started this YouTube channel, it wasn't for subscribers or anything like that. It was just something so I could share with my friends and family in various forums what I do for fun. So just to see all the positivity and just the encouraging comments on stuff that I do as a hobby and for fun, it's really heartwarming, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys. While I'm on here, I kind of wanted to clear some things up. I absolutely do not deserve the credit for coming up with the 12 gauge from hell. That goes to Dr. Rob Garnick and Ed Hubble. They're the first guys to do it with fire-formed 50 BMG brass with a threaded-on rim. And I actually stumbled onto it by accident. I was researching the possibility of doing a single-shot 50 BMG, found it, went down several rabbit holes, and decided I wanted to build one. So, unfortunately, outside of those forum posts, there's not very much information on the cartridge. So it was kind of at that time I decided that I would document my build and my load work up to the best of my abilities to kind of shed a little light on a cartridge that really deserves it, because it's a great cartridge. So when I first started loading for 12 gauge from hell, I originally used the 616 grain Fury custom bullets. Now unfortunately, at my velocities when they'd hit stuff, they would do this, which is really no fault to the slugs. They're designed to expand and dump all their energy. Just when you're going past 1,700 feet per second, they tend to kind of destroy themselves. And the way I see it, the 12 gauge from hell really shines as a dangerous game cartridge. And when you're hunting dangerous game, you want something that's going to retain all of its mass and have massive straight line penetration. So I started looking around for full bore solid projectiles for 12 gauge, and there really isn't anything on the market. So I started reaching out to various bullet manufacturers, and I would either get no reply or it'd lead to a dead end. So fortunately for me, someone recommended Badlands Precision to me, so I sent them an email, and almost immediately I got a response with Jason's phone number. So I called Jason and gave him the relevant information that he needed, and within the next day he sent me a drawing for me to approve. And after a couple tweaks, it was within 3 weeks I had 200 of these bad boys sent to my doorstep. So I didn't design or manufacture the slug either. That's all Badlands Precision stuff. I'm just the one that sent them to Jeff to try out, because I was kind of curious to see what they would do in a regular shotgun. So all the credit goes to Badlands and their team. Those guys did a fantastic job. Like, Jason is an absolute wizard. So, and you can order these slugs. I would recommend slugging your barrel to figure out your bore and groove diameter, but you can order these slugs. Jason asked me to keep the minimum order to about 200. So they're quite expensive. They're $3.02 a piece. So a group buy is probably the best option, so you don't have to spend over $600 for some slugs. But you did see how they perform in a regular shotgun, and they are pretty dang impressive. So big shout out to Jason and the guys over at Badlands Precision. Without them, I wouldn't be this far. So hopefully that clears everything up, guys. I don't want to get recognition for stuff that I don't deserve. Like, I'm just the guy that uploaded the stuff to YouTube, and that's it. So moving on, I also kind of wanted to answer some of the questions I've been seeing pop up a lot. So the shotgun I use is actually an H&R Ultra Slug Hunter, and the only thing that I did to it was add weight and replace the stock. That's it. Now, typically, you'll have to have the chamber cut to 3.5 inches, because standard they're 3 inches. But somehow I got just extremely lucky and ordered one from Gunbroker that was already cut to 3.5 inches. So I don't know if it was someone else's 12 gauge from hell build, or if it was just a fluke from the factory, but I don't know. The only reason I found out is because I got curious and put one of my cartridges in there and it chambered. So um, that's it. Just a recoil pad. I added some weight to it, and that's it. It's really simple, and that's the shotgun that Ed Hubble did a lot of his testing with, and I'm about to the top limits of what that action can handle without going off face. So past about 25,000 psi, you run the risk of going off face on that action. But that action is the same as the rifle actions. It's the SB2 frame. So it's a very strong frame, and that barrel is very, very thick and nice quality. I've also seen a lot of people asking me to contact Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, and I've tried to reach out to him. He's very hard to get a hold of, which I understand. Dealing with the comments that I've got from, from Jeff's video, it's unreal. I couldn't imagine being him. So I've definitely reached out to him, and I've seen a few of you guys have mentioned being in his comment section, which is awesome. I really appreciate that. So it's really just a waiting game. If he contacts me, that's great. I would definitely love to see what he thinks of it. One more thing before I head out. I would just like to say, I know my video and production quality is not the greatest right now. Like I said, the stuff that I have out now is really meant for friends, family, forums, and Reddit and stuff like that. And but now that there's a whole bunch of you guys out there, I would really like to get some better equipment and definitely a slow motion camera like what Jeff has. But those things are like $3,500, and all my projects are funded with my overtime pay. And with things being how they are, my overtime has kind of come to a complete stop. So until things can get kind of back to normal and I can get some overtime and money squirreled away, I'm just going to have to do the best with what I have. And I've got some other projects that I think you guys would really like. I've got a Wildcat that I've been developing for subsonic suppressor hunting. It's a 60 caliber projectile. And I think I'm going to do an integrally suppressed build off of a Savage 220. These things feed out of a Savage 220 magazine perfectly. And this isn't the brass I'll be using for this. I've got a company lined out that will do custom head stamp brass for me, and Badlands Precision will be manufacturing a really nasty hollow point for them. So there's that. I've always wanted to build a 12 gauge pistol because apparently I'm a masochist and I like that kind of stuff. And then there's the bolt action 12 gauge from hell, and I've always wanted to build a 4-bore, so there's always that. So if that's the kind of stuff that you guys would be interested in, just let me know. Like I said, all my stuff is funded with my overtime pay, so I can't really put out videos like some of the bigger guys can. So it's just going to take me some time to kind of get some stuff rolling. And until then, just let me know what you guys would like to see with the 12 gauge from hell. What targets you want to see me shoot, what kind of testing you want, and stuff like that. So I think that's it, guys. Again, thank you for all the subscriptions and all the very generous comments out there. It's really warmed my heart, and I really appreciate it. So until the next one, guys, I'll see ya.